I've been doing a lot of 5x5 training recently. What that means is I'm doing 5 sets of 5 reps. And it's not always just one movement. Sometimes I'll piece together a couple of movements and do them in, you know, kind of like a superset, or you can call it a circuit, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm doing today are 2 of my very favorite exercises: weighted pull-ups, or weighted chins, and weighted dips. They're really, truly 2 of my favorite exercises, hitting all the muscles in your upper body. So in order to do weighted exercises properly, you really have to have a belt like this, okay? Just simply put the belt around just like you would if you had a supportive strength belt, which I really don't wear much. Not a huge believer in those. Cinch it up pretty tight. Grab a weight. I'm going to start with just 25 pounds. And you're locked and loaded. Now you can obviously do this with dumbbells too. Plates are nice if they're the plates that have the built-in handles, because then you know it can't slip out of there. Dumbbells you have to be a little bit more careful with. Sometimes I'll just actually do like 1 extra wrap around the handle so that the chain is pretty thoroughly wrapped around the dumbbell and can't come off while you're in mid-rep. Okay? So after doing warm-ups, I would definitely recommend doing a warm-up set of pull-ups and a warm-up set of dips with just your body weight, and then you're ready to go. Go with any grip that you want. I'm going to go with a neutral grip. Start from a dead hang. I like to cross my feet. And there you have it. My first set of 5. I think I'll go up on my next set. All right, let's move over to the dips. Okay, so here we are at a dip station. Now, there's a lot of different dip stations out there where the bars are parallel, or they're tapered out in like a V shape. Both are good. In fact, the tapered bars of that V shape is even better, just because of the variety of angles that you're able to go with. But the assist chin and dip machine is nice. Typically, you can just flip the pad out of the way, okay? And then you can rotate the arms out wide or in close. It's a preference issue. Sometimes it all depends on someone's build. If they're really large, it might be more comfortable out here, okay? So I'm actually going with a tighter grip, put a little bit more emphasis on my triceps. I'm going to just start with a 45-pound plate. Let it hang free. Slip up. Firm grip. Really get that bar hitting you right in here. You don't want to put too much pressure up towards the knuckles, because it gets you to get way too much of a bend in your wrist. You want to try and keep that wrist as straight as possible. I think I'll be going up on those too for the second round. See you back over at the pull-ups. Okay, so set 2 for weighted pull-ups. Going with a 35-pounder. Always go to a dead hang. I try always very hard to not do too much movement with my neck, to try and pull all the way through the movement and really get myself up over that top bar as much as I possibly can. All right, let's get back to the dips. All right, so second set of weighted dips. I'm going with a dumbbell this time, just so you can see the difference. This is a 70-pound dumbbell. So just going one time around should be good enough over here, because you can kind of support the dumbbell between the thighs so it's not swinging around too much. Alright, let's get back to the pull-ups. Okay, weighted pull-ups again. Set number 3, staying with the 35. 35's getting me working pretty hard. Rule of thumb, if you're doing a lot of pull-ups, try not to be in a bulking phase, because pull-ups are a lot nicer on the body when you're trying to get leaner, not heavier. Okay. So we're going for 5 more, obviously. That's the key with 5x5 now, and I didn't really get into that, but if you're doing a 5x5 model, you want 5 reps, okay? If you get 4, I mean, it was still a worthwhile set. However, you're trying to tweak it so you're able to get that 5th rep, okay? So you've learned from that 4th rep or that 6th rep what weight maybe you should be using for the next set. I was working pretty hard to get 5 reps on the last set, so I'm staying with 35 this round. If it feels better, I might consider going up a little heavier. I was working just about as hard on the 3rd set as I was on the 2nd, so I'm probably going to go ahead and continue with the 35-pound plate in my 4th set. Back to dips. Okay, set number 3 for weighted dips. So I first did it with a 45-pound plate. My 2nd set I went to a 70-pound dumbbell. That felt pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and go to a 75, and then we'll see from there what I decide to do. So again, just loop the chain under. Now what I meant before was you could wrap the chain a 2nd time around the bar, if you can see that, so that you have a bit of a double wrap on the handle. It just makes it a little bit harder because that dumbbell is going to be really snug to your abdomen. But for dips in particular, I feel like I can really kind of hold the dumbbell between the thighs so I don't need to do that double wrap. All right, 4th round, guys. This is the round that makes or breaks you, in my opinion. Because you know you only got 1 more after this. That's the 5th round, so that's the easy one. The 4th one's tough because it can make or break how you finish. So, you gotta get 5 reps here. right, we made it. Let's go over and do some more dips. I'm going up. All right, fourth set of weighted dips. I'm going up. I got an 80-pound dumbbell here. Feeling pretty good on these. Key thing here is make sure this belt's situated properly so you're not really uncomfortable while you're doing these. It's easy to be uncomfortable when you got all this extra weight kind of pulling at your hips. Try it a few different ways until you find a way that's tolerable for the 5 reps or however many reps you're going for. Fair amount of effort there. I was working pretty hard to get all 5 reps. Only 1 round to go. All right, guys, last set, best set. Last set, best set. This is it. Set number 5, weighted pull-ups. Sticking with the 35-pounder, okay? Rest, pause. Maximum output. Try not to stress anything that you don't need to. Try to keep as much tension out of the face as possible and try and pull all the way through. And never cut down your range of motion. Not going to a full hang. We're doing this for maximum output, not for how many reps can I get. So, all right, let's move over to our last set, weighted dips. Okay, here we go. Last set, weighted dips. Sticking with my 80-pounder here. Always get a couple good breaths in right before you're about to go. Keep the body tight. So, those are 2 of my all-time favorite exercises, pull-ups and dips. The way to make them even better, add weight to your body, and go with a 5x5 approach. Really have a tremendous amount of output. Try and stick to that 5 reps as much as you can. Tweak the weights higher or lower to stay in that rep range. And then, depending on how you perform, you know where to start next week when you attack the same routine. Thank you so much for watching. Coach Chris with Team Critical Bench. Like this video, leave a comment below. I'll see you again real soon. Bye.